order and ask for a roll call.
Blunier.
Here.
Cirilli. Hilliard.
Here.
Leach.
Here.
Mennel.
Here.
Parrott.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Would you join me in the Pledge of Allegiance?
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have a public hearing tonight.
Yeah, the first public hearing is a public hearing on ordinance number 26-06, an ordinance making appropriations for corporate purposes for the fiscal year beginning May 1st, 2025 and ending April 30th, 2026. I suggest, Your Honor, it would be appropriate if any members of the public desire to comment on that ordinance. Now would be the appropriate time.
Seeing no comments, we'll close that.
Next public hearing is an appeal hearing for the denial of a sewer contractor's license for Walters Waterworks LLC, DBA Mr. Reuter Plumbing of Peoria. On this matter, Your Honor, Walters Waterworks LLC, DBA Mr. Reuter Plumbing, applied for a sewer contractor's license per the Morton Municipal Code, Section 8-3-4.1C. An application may be denied for various reasons, including that the applicant has had its license suspended, revoked, canceled, or denied by another municipal corporation. On June 20th, 2025, Walters Waterworks LLC was informed that their license for a sewer contractor, that their sewer contractor's license application was denied due to the fact that the Greater Peoria Sanitary District had denied the same company a license. On June 22nd, 2005, Mr. Joe Walters contacted the Village of Morton on behalf of Walters Waterworks LLC and requested an appeal. On June 25th, 2025, Walters Waterworks LLC was notified that a hearing would be held tonight, July 21st, 2025 at 7 p.m. pursuant to Morton Municipal Code regarding the denial of their sewer contractor's license. Now would be the time if anyone on behalf of Walters Waterworks LLC wants to speak and invoke their appeal rights to do so. In the absence of speech by Walters Waterworks LLC, it would be in default of their appeal rights under the Village Code.
No vote necessary.
No vote necessary. No one being present here to testify on behalf of Walters Waterworks.
Okay. The consent agenda tonight is the approval of the minutes, the regular meeting July 7th, 2025, and the approval of the bills. If we could have a motion.
So moved. Second.
Any comments? Call the roll.
Blunier.
Yes.
Hilliard.
Yes.
Leach.
Yes.
Mennel.
Yes.
Parrott.
Yes.
Motion carries.
I have nothing tonight. Village clerk,
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
village administrator.
I have one item tonight, Your Honor. It's ordinance 26-06, an ordinance making appropriations for corporate purposes for the fiscal year beginning May 1st, 2025 and ending April 30th, 2026.
Could I have a motion?
Move to approve. Second.
Any comments, Julie?
Just an overview, this is a total expenditure appropriations of $55,465,960, including contingencies. Total revenue of $44,055,750 for a deficit, a budgeted or appropriated deficit of $11,410,210. The majority of that is street projects totaling $10,232,000 included in the appropriations above and beyond the normal ordinary maintenance street projects.
All right. Any comments or questions? Call the roll.
Hilliard.
Yes.
Leach.
Yes.
Mennel.
Yes.
Parrott.
Yes.
Blunier.
Yes.
Motion passes.
That's all I have.
Chief of Police.
Two items tonight, Your Honor. The first, I'm requesting $3,864.07 be transferred from the Tourism Tax Fund back into the general fund to cover the security costs for the July 3rd fireworks event hosted by the Morton Park District.
Do you have a motion?
Move to approve.
Second. Any comments?
I just wanted to reaffirm what Chief Hales said at the July 7th meeting, that the event was safe and overall a fun event for everybody. It was incident-free. And also thanks to Derek with the Street Department for his assistance and his team's assistance with setup and tear down. And as you can see in the packet, 3-year snapshot of the security costs each year of the last 3 years, the cost has decreased. 2023 is $4,403.36. 2024, $41,2655, and then this year $38,6407. I think as the event has progressed at that location, we have just learned to be a little more efficient with our operations and incorporating the meridian barriers and some other traffic safety things. We're able to limit the number of officers that we have doing traffic control and working at intersections before and after the event.
Might add too, a couple brings food for the officers, correct? They decorate the cafeteria at the police station, provide food
Yeah,
and meals for the officers.
This year there were three families involved in that. And we had thanked them on Facebook, but yes, for at least the last 3 years, I know, they contact us in advance, and then they, ask how many people are working. They make sure there's food and drinks and everything, and the families actually come into the police department, set all the food up, and then, they come back and get everything. It's really nice. I know that the officers appreciate it greatly.
It was very nice, everybody takes part in it. So, any questions, comments from the board?
Just one, not for Chief Darsh, but I was just wondering, should we do the same thing for street department employees as far as transferring money from tourism to the general fund to cover their expense?
We can do that.
Okay, thanks.
All right.
Trustee Leach, I think that's something that we should discuss also about the Pumpkin Festival race and the parade when the time comes, because we do rely heavily now on the street department for those events as well.
Okay, thank you.
Any other comments? Call the roll.
Hilliard.
Yes.
Leach.
Yes.
Mennel.
Yes.
Parrot.
Yes.
Blunier.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Second item tonight is seeking the approval to purchase a 2025 Chevrolet Tahoe PPV Police Interceptor from Miles Chevrolet in Decatur, Illinois.
Is there a motion?
So to approve.
Make any comments?
Second.
So this is actually a budgeted item, although we didn't think that we would get the opportunity to purchase this vehicle this year. It is on state bid. The price is $54,629 and an additional $1,995 to add the Police Interceptor package to it. We had reached out to Miles last year in anticipation of wanting to purchase this vehicle for the addition of a K-9 back on the department. And they had indicated that there was very limited stock, and that should we need such a vehicle, we probably would need to purchase it just off the lot. So they had our contact information. They actually contacted us last week, and an agency had put in for numerous Tahoes, and they were not authorized to make the purchase by their board. And so the opportunity presented itself. We met with the mayor, the deputy chief, and I did, and apprised him of what was going on. So we'd like to purchase it, but also with the knowledge that until we're able to hire 2 officers and get those 2 officers trained, we will not be able to implement the K-9 back into the department.
Any questions, comments? Call the roll.
Leach.
Yes.
Mennel.
Yes.
Parrot.
Yes.
Blunier.
Yes.
Hilliard.
Yes.
Motion passes.
That's all. Thank you.
Corporation Counsel,
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
Director of Fire and Emergency Services,
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
and Director of Public Works.
2 items tonight, Your Honor, that I'd like to request approval on. First is item A, ordinance 26-05. This is an ordinance making amendments to section 815 of the Morton Municipal Code regarding the inspection of mailboxes and requirements for reimbursement for mailboxes damaged by the Village of Morton during snow plowing.
We could have a motion? Move to approve.
Second.
Yeah, this is just something we've been working on for quite some time, coming up, with something that works to identify mailboxes, which there's probably not as many as any of us would think out there, but a lot of people wait until the end or don't focus on maintaining their mailbox. So a lot of rotten wood, at the base or hanging over the curb, just waiting to get hit by a plow. And then we have to either replace it, repair it with our staff, or reimburse. So this would implement a plan, especially with the staff we have now and the technology, to implement basically an 8-part inspection for our guys to go inspect it. And then that'll go on the GIS with a photograph, and then those that are deemed unacceptable or not satisfactory, we would send them a certified letter informing them that. And then, I mean, really, it just means they need to, replace that on their own, but they would not be able to seek reimbursement or our labor to fix that mailbox in the future. As part of this, we did want to increase the reimbursement, which hasn't been done for quite some time, from $150 to $200 for those that actually take care of their mailbox and keep it in good shape, that we accidentally, would damage it. So this would allow them to seek reimbursement with receipts up to $200. So I'd be glad to answer any questions.
Any questions or comments?
I was just wondering, are you going to have somebody take a picture of each one? Or is it going to be a video driving down the street?
This is going to be some filler work for us, obviously, especially as it gets colder before, or when we've got other staff available. But we would take pictures of them kind of as we go and just inspect them, along with all of our, very similar to everything else we inspect out there. But
I
we
was
take a
just
picture.
thinking of GFL and their video.
That probably would work.
I mean, for backup.
Yeah.
It would seem like it might,
Yeah.
just a reminder.
Sure. Let's try not to make this too labor intensive,
Right.
but something simple, just to take a picture, have a consistent inspection process, and then really just send a certified letter to the resident.
Right.
So,
All right. Call the roll.
Mennel.
Yes.
Parrot. Yes. Blunier.
Yes.
Hilliard.
Yes.
Leach.
Yes.
Motion passes.
next is item B. This is Resolution 14-26. This is a resolution authorizing and approving proposed nutrient assessment and reduction plan with Fair Graham LLC.
Do I have a motion?
I move to approve.
Second.
Yeah, so this approval tonight would allow us to enter an agreement with Fair Graham for a lump sum of $132,000. This work will be complete by the end of 2025. This is something that Superintendent Franti and I we're trying to kind of work around and hopefully let the EPA set our limit on phosphorus on our permit. We were advised in several meetings that that was probably not a good route to go and to be a guinea pig to the EPA and the state. So we now think this is a good route to go. We worked with them. Fair Graham does about 90% of them. So if you can kind of see through the politics here, they want to work and put this forward. And unfortunately for us, we are upstream, or we do discharge into a waterway that is deemed to be impaired or at risk of eutrophication. So this would help. The NARP basically will identify phosphorus input reductions and other measures, along with other nutrients that can be implemented to maintain water quality downstream of our wastewater plant number 2. So that's what I have in front of you. We were hoping not to spend $132,000, but in our discussions, we feel it's going to cost us way more than $132,000 if they were to set and make us, I guess, a guinea pig and set our limit at 0.1 milligram per liter at our plant. So our hope is from this, we get a reasonable limit that will limit the amount of infrastructure we have to put in and long-term maintenance with chemicals and everything else to maintain, phosphorus and other nutrients coming out of the plant.
Any questions?
Yes, sorry to ask, I don't know, Todd or Greg, was it from self-reporting that we got the violation? I mean, are we doing the testing, or did somebody come out and test downstream of our plant?
No, so basically Prairie Creek was already deemed to be impaired in our permit under Special Condition 24, so we've seen it. It's been in there. We did not do anything. That's why we got the violation. However, in our meetings with them, along with our engineer from McMahon, we tried to go the route. There is one little bullet item that says you don't have to do anything But if you don't, then they'll just determine it for you. So I don't know if that answered your question. So no, it was just basically we didn't submit this to the EPA.
So how it was deemed to be at risk was, well, 10 years ago, they did a study on the Mackinac River, a PNDL study, and doing whatever testing they found that creek was at risk for the phosphorus.
Okay.
So fortunately, the EPA, I guess the representatives that we worked with, our fear was this would cost $500,000. Basically joining a watershed, coming up with this elaborate, probably 18 months long. And our discussion along with McMahon, she referenced, what was the city? It's a city up north, very similar to us, that did one. And they felt this would be a scaled down approach similar to that community that would work for us. So I think internally they've worked hard to try to fit us in to where we're not being treated like a big community and spending $500,000 on something that's.
And so I guess what I was wondering then, because of their testing at some point in time, they're saying there's too much phosphate in the water.
Correct.
Okay, and so what this is gonna do, we're gonna test upstream of us, test when we push, water back out in the stream, and then at the Mackinac.
So
And
about
so-
upstream of our discharge at plant 2, downstream, and then at our discharge point.
Okay, and so do we know what those numbers will be if everything's okay, that we're not doing anything bad? Do we know what the numbers
I don't
should
think
be?
they're worried necessarily about doing something bad. They're just using this to basically set our limit in the future for
Okay.
phosphorus,
Okay.
which could be very expensive if we're too low. Right now we're monitor only.
And we're hoping to get like a 1.0.
Okay.
That would be best case scenario. And then after, like Craig mentioned, after our meetings, it was suggested that we go ahead and do this study, to kind of achieve, make it that 1.0.
Right.
Versus put it all in EPA's hands and coming back with 0.5 or the 0.1.
Right.
Which would be astronomical cost of capital.
Right.
Now, we're working with our engineers to make sure we have space set aside. We may not build it yet if this goes sooner than later, to be able to take care of this in the future and have the space and availability to be able to implement, chemical addition or whatever that is, to reduce it. Because we'll definitely have to reduce it at some point, just hopefully not down to 0.1.
So between Plant 2 and Mackinac, are there any other community sewer discharge?
We're the only one.
Okay.
I think what we'll see the biggest effect would be runoff from farm field.
Right. Right.
But I guess to kind of put big picture on it too, after discussing with the engineers, a true study would take about 10 years from what they've seen up in Wisconsin.
Okay.
Obviously, we don't have time to do 10 years, it'd be way too expensive. And so, along with the EPA, they've suggested to do this, kind of a quick snapshot of it, and that'd be acceptable.
Right.
That's what the states, I think it's non-technical people, environmentalists bickering, that's where at the end of the day, this is where this shakes out, and it's been landing in everybody's permit that has a downstream, a water body downstream that's impaired.
Right. Okay.
Any other questions? Call the roll.
Parrot.
Yes.
Blunier.
Yes.
Hilliard.
Yes.
Leach.
Yes.
Mennel.
Yes.
Motion passes.
That's all I have tonight, Your Honor.
Zoning and code enforcement?
One item tonight, Your Honor. It's Resolution 13-26, a resolution authorizing disposition of surplus personal property.
Could I have a motion?
Move to approve. Second.
Seeking approval tonight to sell some items from our water treatment department as well as the police and fire departments on gov deals. If approved, I'll work with Chief Hale and Chief Darsh to gather pictures, information, and list them on the government auction site.
Any questions? Call the roll.
Blunier.
Yes.
Hilliard.
Yes.
Leach.
Yes.
Mennel.
Yes.
Parrot.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Village trustees, anyone have anything? All right. Do you have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.